What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and I got a very interesting question that I'm going to want to go over with you guys right now, okay? So this is what the situation is. A lot of you guys are wondering, like, who is the best user linebacker in the game right now? Now, that all goes on preference, okay? Because you can like a user that I don't like. Like, some people are using Ryan Shazier. I don't like the shorter guys, but right now there is an actual bug that's going on within the game where people don't respond when they are trying to get a pick. Okay, and with that situation being the way that it is, Ryan Shazier listed as 6'1". It doesn't really benefit a lot of people because he won't react the same way that Anthony Barr at 6'5" won't react. But I just want to point some things out right now. EA Sports is aware of it. We have to see what happens with it if it's patched. But if it is patched where they actually sought to react to the ball, once again, Anthony Barr is probably going to be one of the best users. Now, other than him, Ryan Shazier, Leonard Floyd, who is 6'6", 79 speed. He's only a gold card, but he's also somebody that I thought they would have probably given an upgrade to. I think he did enough to be able to get an upgradable version. I know Bears fans are going crazy, but you will be getting Khalil Mack soon, so it doesn't matter. As far as that, you guys should also be happy about that. But I thought he would have a card that would be, upgradable. I think he did enough and showed enough. I watched that boy ball out, last year. So we have to see what happens with that. But T.J. Watt was also good for me to start the year. Okay, so what are you looking for? The number one thing that I like to look for when I'm using a user linebacker, right, is height. Okay, now why do I use height? Height has been a situation in Madden since I want to say, because like 10 really didn't matter. Well, did it matter? I don't know. 10, 11, 12, I never really had issues. 13, they introduced the ball hawk, and that's when like the short guys were able to jump through the stadium like they were Michael Jordan on steroids. So after 13, typically you could pick the ball with anybody, but 15 was a year of height. Like 25 was just a very, very good balanced game with besides the stiff arm glitch and a couple of things with the pancake blocks. 25 was probably the best Madden I ever played. But 15 went back to height, right? And since 15, people have been on that height thing, because like after 13 made it so that anybody can pick the ball with ball hawk. EA went to 15 where they actually made height matter again, and then 16 we had OBJ, and it was a nightmare. But it was never an issue with intercepting the ball. From 17, 18, and now we've been having issues with it. So that's why that's a very interesting question. So what I'm going to do is this, right? I'm going to go into one of these solos that I've already completed, and I'm going to give you guys some examples and show you what I mean about preference. Some of you guys really don't care about the height. You just go out there and you're just trying to, do whatever. Like some of you guys are psychopaths that run cover 4 drop every play. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's just, okay, so we only have to hold the lead? Okay, we have to hold the lead, so that'll be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out and I'm going to show you like the way that they look, the different players. I'm not going to use Leonard Floyd right now because Anthony Barr and Leonard Floyd pretty much plays the same. But I'm going to give you an example of Ryan Shazier. I'm going to give you an example of Anthony Barr. Okay, and I'm going to just show you the differences. The biggest difference is the speed. Now, the speed mechanic is a completely different animal. All right, if you just look, like for me on offense, I'm only looking for speed. At my cornerback positions, I'm only looking for speed. But for my user, I can take a little less speed, but I need the height. You know what I'm saying? I need something else to be able to go towards that. If I don't have the height, that creates an issue for me. And it should for you also. But again, if you like the Ryan Shazier, stay with him. But if he doesn't go for interceptions, it's not just you. I just want to make sure I'm pointing that out very, very, outright. It's not you. It's a situation where it's just not patched right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Ryan Shazier as my user linebacker for this play. And we're just going to come out and see what happens, all right? Just pick a basic D, whatever. And then we're going to see what happens with this play. Set everything up. Let's see what's going on. All right, so we're going to have Ryan Shazier here. He's our user linebacker for this play. All right, so you see, look, he has a lot of speed, right? But what happens is I'm trying to make it so they throw the ball to our area, but you can see how fast I can maneuver with him. You see what I'm saying? That's the only upgrade from Barr. Like, even though we just got dotted, I'm not really worried about that. I just picked a random D. But you see how he moves around very fast? Look at his agility. His agility, like, those are quick movements. All user linebackers are not going to be able to move like that. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to point out. You have to understand that that's something that's Shazier. He's very, very fast. He has a 90 speed. So he's going to be able to do that, okay? Now, with Anthony Barr, he's a little bit slower. You won't get the same movement. But what will happen is if the ball is thrown, once they fix the, once they fix the mechanic, when the ball is thrown, he's going to be able to make a better play. He'll be able to be someplace that the other guy won't because his height, he'll be able to stretch out. Sometimes you'll get lucky animations, but you see with Bar, if you look at the way that Bar moves, Bar can move side to side, but obviously it's not the same type of movement. Okay, it's not the same thing. Like he's still back there fast enough to make the tackle, but the way he moves compared to the way that, Shazier moves at the snap, it's not as fast. He's not able to move. He can move, side to side, but you see his reaction. He sees the ball, and by the time he's able to get over there, it's a little bit, he's a little bit late to it. That all goes with the speed that Ryan Shazier has. Obviously, he's a MUT master. He's at 90 speed. That's why a lot of you guys are utilizing him as user because of his speed. But I'm just making sure that you guys understand. If you're trying to pick the ball up from behind, you're going to have some issues with that. That's going to be a major problem. Okay? Now, oh my, they wouldn't let me get it. They wouldn't let me get a hit stick off. Understand that you can get lucky continuously with Ryan Shazier, and you can jump up. I actually joined another live stream the other day, twitch.tv/GmiasWorld. You guys can go over to Twitch right now. Throw me a follow, see what's going on with that when I play live. Also, you can go over to GmiasWorld Gaming, where new gaming content will be coming out soon. Everything other than Madden and 2K, if I decide to do 2K on this channel, will be on GmiasWorld Gaming. And then you also have GmiasWorld Podcast for the NFL podcast and NBA season. That's going to be upon us very, very soon. But again, this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys, right? Anthony Barr just takes up a little bit more space. Yes, he's a little bit slower, but he can make up for stuff. He can make up for the speed with his height. Because if they're going to give me an animation to jump, he's going to be able to make that play, which is why I still like him as a user. Okay? I'm not going to knock you because I might run into you and you might pick me off with Shazier. But if I high pass you, more than likely, he's not going to jump for the ball. More than likely. He's just not going to jump. Okay? Anthony Barr is going to make an attempt to jump, but sometimes he's going to be unresponsive. And again, that has nothing to do with Anthony Barr himself. That's just more of what EA has done, and it's a bug in the game that eventually will be taken care of. Okay, so look at what I'm doing with this guy. Oh, they made him hold on to that? That's a touchdown? Oh, okay. I thought they made him hold on. Yo, this game right here is dangerous, bro. Like, they about to, bruh. What's going on? Bro, Anthony Barr, can you do something right here or not? They're gonna throw a hot one right here. Right here. Right here. All right, good D. So, pretty much what happens is, depending on the way that you want to play the game, depending on, your user capability and things of that nature, which one would I recommend? Leonard Floyd being gold, you can put him in as the backup, okay? You can always put him in as a backup and see what happens. But I would recommend Barr for now, just simply because I just think he's a better overall linebacker. Okay, I just think he's a better... He's not as fast. That's what I'm saying. And I know you guys are like, bro, but what happens if a guy gets the ball, he beats me over the top, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me, did his moms. Did his moms. Yo, bro, make sure every time you get the celebration, bro, make sure you sing that song. Did his moms. Did it. Let's get it, bro. But anyway, like I said, I had a couple dudes tweet me with the wrong dance simulation. Bro, if you're not doing that dance simulation and singing Did His Moms, do not tweet it to me. I will not respond to it. That is the official dance for Did His Moms. Okay? Make sure you understand that. But again, even though Anthony Barr at this point is not responding to user play, like when you're trying to go for a user pick and stuff like that, that does not mean that he is not the best user linebacker. Okay? Now, Ted Hendricks, you could rock with him too. But remember, everybody's going to have the same defect at this point. Is he a bum? I had specific questions like, Gmi, is he decent enough to be able to go out there and make plays? Absolutely, Ted Hendricks is. The man is 6'7". Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you thinking right now? The dude's a goon. But you have to understand that not everybody is going to, do something that the other person isn't doing, because that's just the way the game is at this point. But what I would like you guys to do is to go into these solo challenges and just try to see exactly how your guys play. You know what I'm saying? Just see what they're doing. See how they react. See what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to figure out what you need to do and how you need to do it. And then from that point, you'll be able to understand exactly, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with it. You'll be able to see like, oh, okay, that's what he means. All right, this is the way he's moving. That's the way this guy moves. And then you'll be able to understand a little bit more about what's actually going on within the game. Like Barr, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like Barr, okay, that's getting picked. But that user with the corners and the safeties has nothing to do with the underneath user. Okay? Just make sure you... Okay, bro. This ain't Sanford and Son. Like, this dude's going crazy. But anyway, it has nothing to do. You're going to pick the ball off in that situation more likely than not. Okay, so don't worry about that. That's not something that you really need to even worry about. When the ball is thrown to the secondary, EA did a very good job. All you have to do is just make sure that you strafe. That's all you really need to do. That's it. Everything else that happens... Bro, what's Barry Sanders just spinning like a top, bro? Like, what's this dude doing? Everything else that happens underneath is our current issue right now. So those are the two. Ted Hendricks, obviously he's 6'7". I think he would also be good. The reason I haven't gone after him is because at this point, I'm just going to stick with Barr right now and see what's going on. If Barr continues to do me dry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Ted Hendricks, and then I'm just going to ride with him throughout. I wanted to give Barr a chance because I believe Barr has the most potential to get more updated cards regularly because he's an active player. The Legends, we don't really have a timetable about what's going to be happening, so I don't really know how to explain what might happen with that situation, so I don't want everybody getting these Legends. I got Legends that I don't care when they get updated, like, you know, Sean Taylor, stuff like that, Michael Vick. I think that they're the best players at their position right now. But as far as everything else goes, he's getting spin move. Yeah, he's getting spin move. As far as everything else goes, I don't really want to have too many Legends, just simply because, like I just said, I don't know when they're going to be getting upgraded. And Ted Hendricks, I got to go check his speed right now at the auction house. I would want more speed faster, and I think that Barr has the potential of getting a Team of the Week card that can be upgraded a lot faster than his. In my opinion, I may be absolutely wrong, but I think that the real players that are actively playing right now gives us a better chance at upgrades. Okay? That's just, you know, again, my opinion with it. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what his price is right now. And then from there, we're going to tackle... Okay, let's see. What? Right. Oh, because we had it right there. Is he in there now? Okay, there he goes. Ted Hendricks. All right, so we're going to look at his highest overall card. Where is he? The 90. Okay, so that's the 90. So he probably gets cammed up to a 91, okay? So he has a 78 speed. So when you compare it, he is 6'7", and you can make up for it. You know what I'm saying? And we could rock it like that, but I don't know at this point, guys. I really just don't know at this point what I want to do with it. You know, it'll cost us $200K to get him. It is possible that they may do reasonable upgrades, but the 78 speed will go to a 79 speed, right? And then Barr is, what, an 82 speed? And then we would have to compare him to, I don't know, can we get Barr because of what he is? Are they going to show right outside linebacker? No, they're only going to show left outside linebackers, so we can't see because for some reason, they have Barr there. But this guy can also be utilized on the D-line because he has pretty good block shed power moves and stuff like that. The agility, I don't know how good... 74 is going to be. I think Barr and these other guys have a little bit better agility, just off the top of my head. And I think that's what makes them so good when they move around, is because they have that better agility. So those things, in my opinion, is what makes the swiftness of the way they move a little bit better. That's what was happening in the previous years. I don't know if that's the similar thing that they're doing right now, but the agility did come into, it came into play for me. Like, see the 92? You start to understand why, and then he has an 83. So they're able to move side to side a lot better. That's one of the reasons that I'm very, very hesitant with Hendricks, because even last year, even though he was so tall, he couldn't move like these other guys could move. Also, he wasn't as fast. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you guys. I would prefer the height. Shazier is a good potential at user. If that's what you choose to do, go for it. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and stick with Barr, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing in the future. All right? Just stay tuned, stay locked. Go through the playlist if you have any additional questions. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.